Today it's Friday, November 29, 2024. C63 Coupe 2013-14, probably. Let's have a look. Yep. 2014, kilometers 206,789. 207,000 kilometers. Check up. The guys yesterday, they open also back. Since I'm here, let's finalize this, right? Why do I have it for later? Alright, center unit. Looks a little bit wet here. We're gonna have a look on it later. It doesn't smell like a fuel. Let's go on this side. I don't want to step inside the car. And since I'm passing also from back, it's missing the plastic nut that has here. Battery, it's been secured. Energizer, nothing wrong with that. It's missing the cap here. There's one fitting down there. What's that? All right, keep it here. Fine. Let's go to see. Fuel pump. This way it's open. Why it's not been closed properly? Because I didn't insert it here inside. That's why. All right. Let's close properly. All right. Let's go to see the pump. The handle here on the seat, it's broken. Yep. And turn on. Yep. I don't see any wet spot. That's nice. Alright, and not burnt terminal. It can stay. Alright, let's move on. The guys, they have removed the air filters. They have removed one spark plug. I heard this car yesterday when it came and it was misfiring. At least that's how it was sound from far away. Let's see, one spark plug. Yeah, has some mileage. You see this color here? Definitely it's not new. I'm gonna check also the gap. I need to change the spark plugs. Then let me grab a light. Right? Yeah. There we go. Light. What do we have here? This why it sits so high. And here has an M6 bolt. That's a new one. Looks like. The foam on the bumper reinforcement is in place. Coolers looks okay. They have changed. This is not the original one. Either this, they lose the retaining clip that has for the coolers. All right, at least in place, right? Fine. Upper radiator hose, it's not secured down properly. It's out of its position. How they managed to do that? I have seen this 1,000,000 times. I don't know. And the metallic bracket over there down, it's not in place as well. This looks better. The radiator looks like it's a used one, nothing wrong with that. This has the 850 watts radiator fan. Okay, fine. Belt's been routed properly. It's missing the cap here and this cap here. Minor, you're gonna tell me? Yeah, alright. Okay. Intake manifold, forget it. Yep. The intake manifold is like definitely gonna be gone if you open it. I don't want to open it, to be honest. Yep, I mean, how it looks like the intake manifold has seen some better days. Silicone sealant on the cover. Something down here, not really. Alright. Coolant expansion tank looks okay. Does looks like it's burnt. Alright. The pipe for the solenoid for the charcoal canister, it's not being routed properly. This goes under the wiring, like I've said before. Fine, fine, fine. Let's see the PCV. Can I see the date on the PCV? Dang it, dang it. It's a little bit tricky. I don't understand what's written there. let me clean one fuel injector here to see the date, and wipe a little bit also the PCV back over there to try to understand what date it's been written on it. Let's have a look. At the same time I clean the dipstick and I put again inside. This is 0121. They have changed it 3 years ago. Nice, first week of 21. Fuel injectors. Let's see the date of the fuel injector. Yes, sorry. Let me try to focus on it. Just a second. Alright, 2013. That means the last 10 years, 10 years, nobody changed the injectors. Then let's see the coolant. Since I'm here, it's low and it's not the right coolant, if you're asking me. Yeah. Alright. At least has a coolant inside and looks clean. Something's that. Even the smell, this looks like it looks like something. Yeah. Let's have a look on the oil. How much oil has it inside now? It's cold, and even if it is not, oh, nope, it's low on oil. It's supposed to don't be down there. Let's put back here inside. And let me open the cover here. Intake camshaft. It's been compromised. The lobe, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you need to have an eye on the camshafts every 15,000 kilometers, opening the cover to see if it comes worst. Let's see the cam adjusters. Let me go get the tool, if I found the tool, because it's early morning, I'm alone here. I don't know where they're putting the 27, 29, the guys. Good news, I found it. Nice, intake it's locked currently. And the exhaust is locked. if you go to see the previous checkup for the white C63, you see that the intake cam adjuster on the previous white C63, like I said, for the pre-purchase one, it was not moving at all. It was unlocked and it cannot make this small movement. This indicates that it's locked, that the pin is outside and it's in locked position. Let me put again the cover. The cover, by the way, the seals looks like a new one that they have changed recently. It looks nice, pliable, soft. All right, let's close it to don't contaminate the cover or the engine. Cover back in place. They're gonna torque it down the guys later on. Here, what do we have? This is broken. One is broken. Let's take also the plastic cover out. Yeah. It's a piece of wood or something. Everything looks in place. Alright, okay, fair enough. This pipe, like any other time, it's supposed to be on top of this pipe and it's supposed to have a hook here, the plastic, but it's broken. It's not, they wrote it from down, and that's not very smart because near to the belt it can easily touch the belt. Alright, don't force it too much because it might break the fitting for the stupid thermostat. We don't want to have any headache, right? Yeah, the bracket's in place here, lovely. Alright. Alright. Inside, all good, all good. Now, let's lift it up to watch it from down. See tire, suspension, and all these things. The brake fluid has a dust here, has dust. Don't fell in the inside. You see that has some small dust. This I'm doing it, usually I'm doing it off the camera. Don't ask me why. I'm just checking the oil level and the oil condition. Let's raise it up. Wait. Bonnet. Both springs are in place. Both hooks are in place. The safety, it's over there. Alright, looks okay, looks fine. I can see here behind of me two covers. This is for the bumper and this is for the transmission. I don't see anywhere the engine cover. I'm gonna ask the guys if it was not existing, probably. And let's start from the front right rim wheel. Yeah. Shock absorber and the spring looks okay. Wheel arch liner. Yeah, it's been raped a little bit. The front half, the rear one looks okay. Tire outside. Alright, where's the date now? Dang it. 19 week of 24. The tire looks okay external. The rim looks okay. The cap is missing here for the valve stem. 5 bolts in place. Brake pad looks okay. Brake rotor looks like, see, when you see on the hub here some scratches, that means most probably they have resurfaced before the rotor. So I need to get a measurement to see if it's on specs, because it might be beyond the minimum thickness. Alright, let's go to the front left. Here it's missing the plastic air duct that's guiding the air. Yes. Oil cooler looks okay. Ambient temperature sensor okay, in place. Nice, lovely. Front left. Shock absorber looks okay. Wheel arch liner, the rear half secured down and it looks okay. The front half, yeah, it's missing a piece. They have cut it here. So both front halves of the front suspension wheel arch liners needs to be replaced. Then front left tire, 31st week of 24, and outside here tire looks decent. Alright, I don't see something. Also this cap it's missing. You know, here in this country with all this sand, it's not the smartest thing to don't have the protection cap. I mean, in any case, yeah, all 5 bolts in place, the rim looks okay, external, brake pad, yeah, has a meet, nothing wrong with that, it looks okay. Brake rotor, once again, to me it looks like it's being resurfaced. You see the scratches there? Yeah. Alright, rear left. That's line and fine, the bump stop there comes apart like in any other. 15 week of 2022, Nito. Oh boy, we might see some wet spot from the breather of the differential. Outside, tire looks okay, rim looks fine, the cap is here, nice, all 5 bolts in place. Brake rotors, the rear one looks like a new one. Okay, brake pads looks also like a new one. Nice. Let's go to the rear right. Rear right. Outer 15 week of 2022. Yep. Rim and tire looks okay. The cap it's in place. 5 bolts in place. Brake pad and brake rotor looks beautiful. Nice. Lovely. Alright. Same thing for the bump stop. For the cover of the shock absorber. Yeah, let's make more up. Let's begin from the rear one. Yeah, it's not ideal to have the rear diffuser like this, to don't have support, because you see that has a bracket here inside and has another bracket here, but there is nothing on the diffuser. That's not the smartest thing, especially when it hits somebody behind of you. Just saying. Hangers are fine, bolts are okay. Fine, fine, fine. Cover in place. Nice, nice, nice. Lovely. Rear left wheel. Rim looks like it's been machined here, it's rough. Alright. I don't see something suspicious here. Tire from inside looks okay. The tread of the tire, yeah, classic, has a little bit more wear on the inner than the outer. Negative camber. They're not suffering on the brake lines. Shock absorber is not leaking. Spring in place, outer axle boot, inner axle boot looks fine. Bushings later on with the pry bar, like I've said 1,000,000 times. Rear right. Tire from inside, I don't see any problem. A little bit more wear from the inner like the other one. Brake line, nothing wrong with that. The same thing on this rim. I don't know why it has these machining lines here, to be honest. Inner brake pad, wait, because on the other one I didn't check the inner brake pad. Yep, it's new. Brake rotor looks fine from inside. Let's see also this one. Yep, yep, it's beautiful. It's fine. Shock absorber, I don't see any wet spot, it's not leaking. Alright, outer axle boot looks okay, no grease anywhere. Inner axle boot and the breather for the diff, it's not wet, lovely. The diff itself, it's nice and dry, I don't see any wet spot anywhere. We need to ask if they ever change the differential oil every 100,000 kilometers. It's nice, it's a good thing to change the oil, it's not bad. Alright, drive shaft rubber coupler, oh boy, take a look at the drive shaft rubber coupler. This is beyond tired. Has a crack here, a crack here, a crack there, you know, don't gambling with that. You're gonna cause more problem. Alright, the barrett's in place, exhaust in place. Now, the transmission mount, it sits in the middle, it's fine. Front drive shaft rubber coupler, yeah, the front one it's okay, it's much more decent. It does have a big cracks. My advice, change both for peace of mind, but that's me, it's not on my hand. The grommet, what's missing there? What's playing? it makes some move, but the grommet I can see it's still there, the rubber. Yeah, it's still there. Alright, not something crazy. Transmission. Looks a little bit wet at this point. And the bracket for the transmission mount, it's also wet. This it might not be from the transmission, because if you see the seal all around, the seal looks nice and dry, and then you come here on the engine and you see the oil pan that's wet here and the bell housing here it's wet. So this is supposed to be, what you see here, it's supposed to be an engine oil, not transmission fluid. That's how this looks like. Is the crankshaft rear seal or what? Looks like it's coming from inside, because behind the starter and from this side it does have a crazy leak. It might be, yep, it comes from up. I'm gonna open later on this rubber just to see inside. It might be the crank rear seal. It might. The oil pan looks like they have resealed it, but that's not the leak, if you're asking me. Front right wheel has one bend here, the rim, at this point. It's not straight, I don't know if you can see through the camera. Fine tire, looks okay from inside. The rim, what did I say? Okay. Stabilizer bar link, it moves. Inner brake pad looks okay. Not something critical here, just only that in one spot here the rim it's slightly bent. Shock absorber from down here looks okay. Bush, it's supposed to be gone, because it looks like it's been slid. And the same thing also the front one. Oh boy. Yeah. Alright. Fine. Front left wheel. The rim looks okay. I don't see any problem. Tire looks okay. Inner brake pad, yep, like the outer. Fine. Alright. Okay. Yeah, the bushes are gone. See, that's been shifted. The lower arm here, it's been shifted front. It's total gone. And the front ones as well. Yeah, the bushes need to change it. Has the new stabilizer bar. No, it's 2014. It's supposed to have this stabilizer bar. Yeah, sorry. With the spacer I'm talking about, and I can pass my fingers, so the engine mounts, they're still not gonna be gone. It's not just have a bulging down. Neither this one, fine, lovely, beautiful. Let's see the lower pulley here. It does make sound, spins nice, just only it's missing also the plastic cap that has in front. I don't know why they didn't install it. Damper pulley here front, I don't see any problem from the seal. It doesn't look like it's wet. Beautiful. What the hell they have done here? There is one bolt here that's passing through the frame, and then it goes and touching this one. Yeah. Alright, somebody, and then there is another bolt here, screw. There is another screw there, another screw here, full of screws here. I'm start believing that they're fixing the guys that are making the gypsum board. Another screw there. You know what's the irony? Sometimes there are some customers that are stepping on this kind of screws and they're saying, who's throwing screws on the street? Guess what? It's your car that's throwing screws on the street. And most probably, if it comes any, you're gonna puncture first your tire. Has slightly bent this bracket, and here it's missing this piece. It's broken on the side skirt. On this side looks okay, but not from this side. All right. I hope to don't fly away. Then, scientific way to measure the tie rod. It has a little bit more threads here at this point than the other side. Yeah, they have to compensate because of the bushes. Most probably they make wheel alignment with the bushes of the lower arms at this stage. That's not the smartest thing. At least not leaking. At least not leaking. Something is that. Now, let me get the crowbar, pry bar, to show you how bad it's the bushes, and open the rubber seal that has here the bell housing to what's inside. I opened the rubber cover here on the bell housing, but what you see here, you see that inside is nice and dry. Alright, and I guess these are the bolts for the covers down. This is from Japanese car. These are the OEM. This is not the right one. Alright, let's have a look. Let's get the lights. The bell housing, from what can I see inside, it looks dry. That's how does it looks like. The pump, it doesn't look wet. So what does mean that one? It might need to be resealed, the lower half, this one, this piece. It might have a leak from back here, because behind the starter always it's crying, but like I said, it's crying. It's not does have a crazy leak. It's not like that to come like this. And the same thing also from this side. Same story also from this side. I'm talking about here up. So most probably need to reseal this piece. It's supposed to come from up. That's how it looks like, at least. I don't see, I see the cylinder head there up, it's nice and dry. I don't see any problem there. I don't see any problem also here, bank 2 and bank 1. Fine, fine. Most probably it's the oil pan, the lower case, this one, not this one. Not the one that's holding the crankshaft. This one I'm talking about. And as soon as you can open this and you open also front here, you can see pieces on the screen of the oil pump and all this good stuff. Yeah, let me grab the crowbar, pry bar. Now, without light, now we're gonna turn on the light of the phone. Yeah. Alright, I need to fix upgrade cooler for the phone because overheating. Alright, you see this? Watch it. Fully variable. Now it makes sense why I'm saying that the boost is gone. Yeah. You can place it here if you want. You can place it here if you want. And what is gonna happen? You're gonna destroy the tires. You're gonna eat the tires. It's not safe for anybody. These kind of things, and it's out of alignment. Now these boosts, because AMG, they're solid boosts here. I can still move it. Actually, you have to check it this way, up and down, not left and right. Alright, but it's visible, the cracks, and if you change, you can change both, you can change only one side, or only one. Same story do there, yeah, okay. And this one is, has seen some better days. You see the crack actually there inside, and if I push it this way, it's happening the same thing here. Push, need to change this bush, you know, last year at least. What do we have here? They have dent the oil cooler line and has a small opening. This for a piece of mind. Amazing job, amazing. Who's doing this? Let me leave the crowbar one second. And let me show you now to cry. It's not only this one here, it's also here. They pinch it inside. This is to block the oil flow here, to don't be efficient in the coolers. Yeah, why not? And this, yeah, alright, it's fine. I'm not saying anything about the cooler, but this line that goes from the one oil cooler to the other, it's a good thing to be replaced, to put a new one, to don't have this kind of restriction. Just saying. The other one looks okay. Yeah, looks okay. Looks okay. Then, wait, what we haven't done yet? Yes, air filters. What's that down there? Is it coming apart, the air filter, or what? Ah, no, it's just dirt. Just dirt. Either it's dirt or the air filter is coming apart. It doesn't look so healthy. No, it doesn't. We have to ask the owner when he changed last time. Then, what are the things we haven't seen? I haven't shown you. The health report. Yeah. Like I said yesterday, I hear it like it was misfiring, but I hear it from 15-20 meters away. I might be wrong. Let's see the health report. Before I remove the glass, I check a little bit left and right the front wheels. It's either the inner tie rod or the outer tie rod or the steering rack. When they come the guys, I'm gonna tell them to move for me left and right, the wheel, both of them, and to see if this small movement it comes from the steering rack, inner tie rod or tie rod end. Okay, this standing by for that. Then engine control unit, 8 faults. Oh boy. Transmission control unit 0. Amazing, that's beautiful. 1 headache less. Parking, front some, rear some, headlamp control unit. Alright, let's go to see the engine control unit. That's what I do care about it. For the rest, it's for the electrician. The mixture cylinder bank 2 is too rich. Now, maybe PNE injector inside, maybe the fuel pressure is not. Let's see, let's change the page. When you have to do with a mixture, and you have especially too rich, you're changing the 10 years old fuel injectors just for a peace of mind, to don't hydrolock the engine, don't have any headache. And we have NOx sensor, has a short circuit to positive. NOx sensor 1, bank 2, bank 1, bank 2. Both NOx sensors have a short circuit to positive. Mixture, cylinder bank 1 is too rich. Combustion misfiring. I hear it yesterday. The position of the exhaust comes at cylinder bank 1 divides from the specified value. That means the exhaust comes out here on the bank 1, it's out of timing. And we have combustion misfiring number 6 and number 7. Number 6 and number 7 is corresponding to the number 6 and the number 7 here. We need to clear the faults, start the car, because now the car is not running. Actually, when they make the health report, it was not running the engine, so that's why it's stored. When you start it, it might be current. So we need to see if it's current, the NOx sensors, if they're deaf, both of them. Alright, then make sure I can check this one, there's no problem. And what is gonna happen, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. 6 and 7, the spark plugs and the 6 and the 7 cylinder, we're gonna put on the number 5 and the number 1. Alright, and then we're gonna put the number 1, the number 5 on the 6 and 7. We're gonna start again the car to see if we transfer the misfire on the number 1 and the number 5, as an example. So to understand what's going on. And then we're gonna play either with the spark plugs, because it looks a little bit tired, the spark plugs, and then with ignition coils. Classic. Then we're gonna see if it's the NOx sensors are okay, if the mixture is okay. We can see the smooth operation of the engine to see what corrections it's doing in which cylinders. It might be, keep in mind that even the misfire, the number 6 and the number 7, just a thought, alright, just a scenario, it might be something with the injectors, as an example. If they spray too much fuel, it's counting as a misfire. If it doesn't spray fuel, again, it's counting as a misfire. Makes sense? So, need to troubleshoot a couple of things. And when they come the guys, what's remaining, need to check the suspension. I haven't checked the suspension, I have to leave the phone. I already know a couple of things, just to be safe also for the rear suspension and for the differential bushings. Need to check the suspension and then need to troubleshoot the car. There might be another part of this car we're gonna see, but that's the first checkup to see with what we have to deal with, and to see also the owner what's happening. Good thing is that it's not written anything, it's not showing any fault about the adaptation of the throttles, so that means we don't touch at all the intake manifold. Lovely. It's expensive piece of thing. Okay, and what options you have other than replacing it? Yeah, right. Alright, that's it for now. Thank you very much. Over and out. Most probably there will gonna be another video later on. Probably.